A very good morning to Dr. EJ and my fellow classmates. I'm Logan Raj from Group 10, would like to present our findings on tourism development and change in small islands. To better understand this topic, we have chosen a case study of Tioman Island. Tioman Island is located off Peninsular Malaysia's east coast in the state of Pahang. It is located 32 kilometers from the mainland, yet connected to Johor and Pahang by means of ferry. The island is gazetted as a marine park for its rich coral reefs and marine life. The island size is 136 kilometers and has a coastline that stretches for 245 kilometers. And here are some of the major tourism developments in Tioman Island. Firstly, we have the construction of Tioman Airport that is located in Kampong Teke, built in the late 1980s, followed by the construction of the new Tioman Airport that's expected to cost 120 million, and the plan was approved in the year 2019 by the Pahang state government. Thirdly, we have the construction of ports and jetties. Great number of people, including the locals and the tourists, use it as the primary mode of transportation. Nextly, we have the construction of breakwaters. Breakwaters are constructed in Tioman Island Marina as well as in the coastal area between Dataran Tioman and Pusat Taman Laut Tioman. Fifthly, we have the boat ferry operations and marine activities. There are two ferry companies which are located in Mersing Jetty and Tanjung Gemu Jetty that provides regular ferries to the Tioman Island. Lastly is the construction of new resorts. A total of 77 hotels in Tioman Island are registered in the Google hotel search. Now let us see the impacts of these developments to the island. Firstly is the impacts of jetty construction, which have interrupted the longshore drifts and created the event of erosion of down reefs, which have resulted in high rates of sedimentation and coral breakages. Thus, the natural coastline processes in that area have been interrupted. Nextly is the impacts of airport construction. The construction of the airport comes with the expense of mangrove forest clearing. This leads to loss of natural coastline barrier as well as loss of ecosystem services provided by the mangroves. Nextly is the breakwater impacts. The table corals and the Christmas tree corals are believed to be killed by the construction of the breakwaters. There are studies that say that the reefs within the radius of the breakwaters are barely surviving. Fourthly is the impacts of marine activities. There are reports of damages by boats to corals and the beach. Besides, mangroves are cleared for recreational activity areas, followed by frequent boat activities that have resulted in soil erosion and compactations. Lastly is the impacts of resorts. In the economic aspect, resorts do bring a lot of gains and profits to the developer and the owner of resort. However, building resorts would require the clearing of forests, which leads to soil erosion. The reduced vegetation in the island would result in poor storm barrier and weakened coastal protection. Hence, this puts the rich biodiversity of the island at a great risk. To conclude, sustainable tourism developments are important, especially in small islands such as Tioman that poses limitation to the degree of development without or minimal negative impacts to the environment. It is our moral responsibility to protect the pristine biodiversity of the ecosystems in the island as well as its beautiful shorelines. More studies should be conducted to better understand the changes that these tourism developments brings to small island. That's all from us. Thank you for listening.